Welcome. It's so good to be with you on this Wednesday as we get together for a little midweek Bible study and devotional time. And I'm so glad that you've chosen to join us today to do just that. Hope you had a good New Year, good holidays with all of your family. It's good to be back with you. I know we've taken a couple of weeks off from our Wednesday night devotional, but it's good to be back with you, and we'll get back into the regular routine. But hopefully you had a good holiday season, and the holiday season is over. Christmas is over, and now we've entered into a new year, 2023. And as much as I love the holiday season, there's something about the feeling of a new year that brings with it this hope and anticipation for fresh starts and new beginnings. And of course, with fresh starts and new beginnings come those New Year's resolutions. And I don't know if you make New Year's resolutions or not. I kind of go from year to year, and sometimes I write them down. Sometimes I've got some very hard, fast things that I want to do. Sometimes it's more general things that I want to work on. And maybe you don't call them resolutions, but I think we all approach this time of year with some kind of, for some of us it is a list, but some kind of mindset and things that we want to start doing. We want to start doing better. We want to stop doing, whatever they may be. We've all got these things that we want to work on during the upcoming year. At least I hope we do. Hopefully we want to get better. Hopefully you've got some goals in mind for things that you'd like to improve upon for the next upcoming year. And hopefully around this time next year, or hopefully you haven't been saying this already, but hopefully you won't be like the guy who said, I can't believe it's been a year since I didn't become a better person. Hopefully that doesn't describe you this year, and hopefully it doesn't describe you next year. During the Christmas season, as Christians especially, we talk a lot about the significance of what our God did in coming into this world. That and we talked about this with in our series Christmas Pictures, and the significance of what Jesus did and what Christmas gives us a picture of, that he gives us a picture of how he left his glory, the glory of heaven, to come into our world and become like us, and even more than that, to die for us, because that's how much he loves us. And Christmas gives a picture of just the extent of what God's love called him to do for us. And one of the reasons that Jesus came into this world is that so you and I, because of his love for us, you and I really can have a new year and a fresh start and a second chance. Our calendar professes what is a profound spiritual truth, that because he has come, in December, and we celebrate his birth and his coming in December, that just a week later we can really have a new year, a new beginning. And again, not just on our calendars, but in our lives. And my prayer and my hope is for us is that as we begin this new year, we can get into a position to truly experience a new year and a fresh start in our lives, and not just on our calendars. But in order for us to truly experience a fresh start, we need to be, as we talked about a little bit on Sunday, we need to be able to truly start fresh. One of the incredible things about what Jesus offers is not just the opportunity for a fresh start, which he certainly does that, but he also offers the opportunity for us to start fresh. Because it really, and you think about it, it really doesn't do a whole lot of good to have these fresh starts if we don't truly start from a place of freshness and rest and strength. That's why I love the words of Jesus in Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. He says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened." And doesn't that describe so many of us? Not just at the end of the year, but even as we start this beginning year, we are burdened. And our lives, our world is heavy, and we oftentimes are exhausted. And he says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened." And I love this part. "And I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart," Jesus says, "and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." What a wonderful, refreshing promise that Jesus gives us, especially in the midst of a world that often leaves us exhausted and overloaded. What a wonderful promise that his yoke, his burden, what comes by following him To follow him is not heavy, it's not exhausted, but his yoke is easy and his burden is light, and following him will bring the true rest to our lives and to our souls. That instead of striving in our own strength and our own power, that we can rest in his strength and his power and what he has already done for us. And so in the midst of all of our New Year's resolutions and the hopes and the plans that we have for the upcoming year, my prayer is that for each of us, we will simply not experience just a fresh start, but that we will be able to truly start fresh by resting in the love and grace and presence of our Lord Jesus Christ. So happy New Year, and I hope you start fresh. And it's in all of these things that we are so thankful to be able to be together, and I'm so thankful that you have joined us together today. I hope you have a blessed day. God bless.